Coming up next.
ToonTown Online.
Followed by Batman on Cartoon Network.
Stream is live. You ready?
Hi everyone! Princess Life here, and welcome back to my channel. Call me Coco. I am the mermaid princess of the South Pacific Ocean. My name is Karen. I am the mermaid princess of the Antarctic Ocean. My name is Noelle, and I am the mermaid princess of the Arctic Ocean. I am the pretty guardian who fights for love and for courage. I am Sailor Jupiter. I'll fill you with rest. It'll leave you numb. My name is Sarasa. I am Ichi's sister. Hey, don't forget about me. I'm Roka, and I am Sarasa's sister-in-law. My name is Kisasoma. The animal in the zodiac that symbolizes the time. Call me Hirosoma. The animal that symbolizes the zodiac is the sheep, and that is me. A fine pleasure to meet you. My name is Kotoko. My name is Amazina Mori. I can transform into Amulet Heart, Amulet Spade, Amulet Clover, Amulet Diamond, Amulet Angel, Amulet Devil, and Amulet Fortune. Hello, my name is Julia. I can transform into Iris Heart. My name is Vert. I can transform into Green Heart. I am Nico Robin, a treasure hunter. Pleasure to meet you.
My name is Kami.
I am Ochako Uraka.
Let's go! Hey! Nice to meet you!
Call me Nejire Haro. I am Ikuta Kendo. Pleasure to meet you. What's up, a black star? I'm Nozomi. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the head of the Suriri family. Rika Suriri. I am Kaname Chidori. It's a pleasure. My name is Hestia. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hi there, I'm Machi. Nice to meet you. I am called Rola. Be grateful. I'm not giving you any punishment. I am Makisel. Nice to meet you. You can call me Sister Nana. Nice to meet you. My name is Snow White. Pleasure to meet you. About us, I'm Nagisa 1. And I'm Nagisa 2. My name is Hikaru Shido. I represent the element of fire. My name is Sohochi, and I represent the element of wind. I'm Umi Ryuzaki, and I represent the element of water. Hi, I'm Happy. I'm an exceed from Extalia, and a member of the Fairy Tale Guild. Today, I'm Carla. I am an exceed as well. And we are also in the Fairy Tale Guild. Hey there, I'm Wendy Marble. I'm a Sky Dragon Slayer. My name is Romeo Combo. I'm the only son of Fairy Tale's mage, Nakao Combo. And I'm a mage of the Fairy Tale Guild. I'm Hannah Kosho. I am the mermaid princess of the South Atlantic shifts around a lot, and in a span throughout a long period of time. And you have to go all the way back to the very beginning of it. It was already in the very, very beginning, in the 2K century. It was all the way in 1998, the year I was born. The neighborhoods are built so toons move in, and everything is full of peace and harmony. And things go on as expected until 2002. I was 4 years old at the time. The story focuses on Gyro Gearloose, and he's an inventor and the mind master of many of Toontown's contraptions, like the laugh meter, the portal holes, and let's not forget the super duper air conditioner that sends off an everlasting blizzard in the bird. It was an accident, but he's really smart with a lot of great ideas. So he was asked to take part in the Toon Council. Presidential election coming up next year between Flippy and Slappy, and it was a lot to look forward to all Toons. And he invented camera bots for the elections and even notices a sense of silliness being given off from the candidates' podiums. And they even thought about how they could possibly harness such a thing. It was quite a surprise. So, when I was 5 years old on April 19th, 2003, the election results were live. And, to be honest, Scrooge McDuck entered the building, and he visited Gyro's lab, and he finds a robot inside, and so he decides to activate it, and the robot decides to come to life. So using Gyro's manufacturing machine, we create tons of pogs who fly off to invade Toontown, kind of like the egg robos from Sonic. Well, the election was underway as it was happening, and it started to have one last announcement. Slappy won the election for president of the Toon Council, and it comes down to the cogs in front of the machine in Gyro's lab, and so he takes Slappy and swarms of cogs invade the playground. Interns have to fight for their own lives to fend off the cogs, kind of like a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, or Final Fantasy if you want to put it that way. So as a result, Toontown was locked down to prevent Toons from danger. And no one even knows where the cogs came from. A few days later, Toontown is finally allowing the Toons to come back to town. And they were just very happy about that. So Gyro Gearloose makes his way back to his lab, but he didn't even know that it was going to change because it was overtaken and swarmed with cogs. And they've even taken away his blueprint and repurposed them, turning the camera box design he had created for the elections into security. So, because of it, Gyro couldn't even take it anymore, and with the feel of everything that was overcoming him, he has to leave, and before the truth comes out, Gyro heads off to a location that was completely unknown, only writing down that someday he will save Slappy from the events of Toontown by just as normal. And the cog HQs have been discovered. To this day, Toons eventually kept fighting, and the battle between the Toons and Cogs raged on. I was 11 years old in February 2009. Didn't even notice that the team known as Tank started research for undocumented matter and particles using some of Gyro's research they found during his portability design as the basis for their findings. You might have noticed that eventually, in April, 2 months later, discovering a variety of particles, each had their own properties. And most notably, silly particles. The more silly particles there are, the wackier and insane things get into town. So, leading us to think about what would drive the cogs out of the town once and for all. Shortly later on, And he did learn where Slappy was a few years ago. He stated by the time that he found it was too late. The cogs didn't find them useful and valuable anymore. He was erased from existence. Eventually, students don't see what was happening, but eventually cogs will do the same to them as they did to Slappy. Gyro and this time, it had was this time decided to make a few new experiments. One including the rewritten device, which allows one to change nearly just about a lot of things, including everything about a tune. He's heard about the new experiment, and he feels that maybe his silly meter will eventually just be destructive. However, the main experiment is whether or not he can tell what happened 6 years ago in 2003, signing off the document with the text that was made. Said, my name is Gyro Fearless, and today my story is rewritten. 2 more months later in June, this silly team is formed to experiment with the previously found particles, while as the cake team, on the other hand, continues to categorize them. Like scientists, the silly team is consisting of Dr. Dim, Professor Postera, Sarah's mother, and a newly hired scientist by the name of Dr. Surly, and Dr. Fishington of the cake team. They start to become suspicious of Dr. Surly, and nobody even knows where he initially came from in the first place. They never even saw him smile, and he often took time off after hours to work in a private lab that was not seen. Over time, Dr. Fishington's suspicion keeps rising. So one day he eventually visits Surly's lab to find him quickly hiding a project he had on his desk. It kind of looks like a pocket watch, but it's a spherical device that has the same size as it. And for some reason, he claimed that it was a new prototype for the silly meter. It was a device to attract the silliness throughout the ToonTown, but Fishington noted something very important. He was actually focusing on the prototype stage of the silly meter wrapped up a few weeks ago. As a result, Fishington decides where he was finance work. Surely device, and not much later, Shirley signs out for one day, which is kind of odd. This catches the attention of Fishington. He stays behind and decides to do some research of his own. Shirley's lab, located in the food desk, and he found all about them. They were all signed by Gyro Fearless. But for some reason, Gyro has been missing all of his knowledge for years now. And Shirley turning 3 months ago. There's just kind of a big surprise. He was shocked and confused as everybody else was. So Fishington is ready to get to the bottom of this. As he was about to head out, he notices something. There was other silly meter blueprints. They were also signed by Gyro Fearless. It was nonsense. But how does Shirley have all of Gyro's work, especially with him? Missing all of these years or so long. So as he was going through the documents and the story, he found so much confusing information. A playground evacuation plan was also used this time. It doesn't even make sense that no invasion like that has happened since the actual invasion in 2003. But those plans were extremely outdated, and there was a typical list that Shirley's way far behind. And these plans are building schematics for two. And those schematics were eventually called ToonTown Rewritten. And Fishington hears that he has stumbled upon something far greater than he had ever imagined. And he noticed that Dr. Shirley was a Dr. Shirley, but that Shirley was actually Gyro Gear Loops himself. And so, he actually finds blueprints for the rewritten device. It was a design so advanced that the like Gyro was capable of designing it. Because of it, he actually noticed it was not even like the other blueprints. And it was similar to that pocket watch that he saw Shirley hide a few weeks ago, which was a huge surprise. And he opens the door, Shirley stuffed it in. So he found it, but it doesn't even look like the one in the blueprints that was already drawn out. It actually was like an early version or a prototype. All of a sudden, the hands of the watch started becoming faster, and the room starts to flicker, and the walls outside of the building eventually everything spinning up, and they watched the construction team just work. Every single event just go very fast, and now it was kind of like a time machine, but it stopped. But Fishington notices something strange. He realizes that he's split into two toons. The two forms were a blue dog and a red cat. The blue dog is the original form, the red cat is the rewritten himself. And for some reason, that's kept me from the account. Because the red cat is the rewritten version of himself. The two then realize they're in their own timeline now. ToonTown still continues on its own clock, and they realize the prototype of the pocket watch had an imperfection. It was unstable. The tunes they call started to continue research on Shirley's of the abnormalities as they foresee on happening on the 26th. For some reason, things in the normal timeline go on as normal, and Shirley finally finishes the pocket watch design, which was a good thing. And he took so much time, so he set himself back to time in the year I was born, 1998, and it caused a ripple effect throughout the timeline, creating differences that happened throughout the timeline, which took place on the 26th day. And so, now, in that year, Shirley attempts to intervene and change the course of ToonTown history that ToonTown had set out on. For some reason, his influences only cause the events to happen even faster than before, such as helping to approve Sir Max's trolleybox concept, and believing that they had the potential to save the tombs from Armageddon and Doomsday, which was a combination, or a post-apocalyptic scene, only for the trolleybox to then become corrupted and became the cogs themselves. Elections started once more, and for some reason, Slappy goes up sad once more, and Scrooge didn't even notice the election, and Slappy was gone. And they were both reported missing as they were eventually in the original timeline. And history starts continuing relatively similar to its original timeline, with some events in the 26th occur differently. invisible temporarily due to a new formula that they discovered. And this news catches the wind of Dr. Shirley, and he eventually finally comes out of his laboratory to study the fire hydrant and the silly particles so he could gather more research for them, asking Toons to bring as many as they can to his study. And they began collecting these particles, and they had a lot of them for Dr. Shirley to study them. You can imagine how much of those Toons were there. Hundreds, thousands, or maybe heaps of them. They eventually collected exactly 2.6 million, with these silly particles having been collected. Dr. Shirley goes and visits the location of the Fishingtons, the new town hall. And there, the Fishingtons explain to the Toons what the final plan was. The end of the anomalies on the 26th and the ripples that happened throughout the timeline. So, in order to do this, they had to create something new and original. It was unwritten in neither timeline. It was something that raises silliness levels of ToonTown up to levels that increase and that they have never seen. The Fishingtons announced that they are working with Dr. Shirley to create a brand new silly meter, one that will hopefully put an end to the anomalies, and for some reason, make sure that from there the final plan is put into action. And until the silly meter comes out very soon, that's where the storyline ends. Of course, more will happen, more story will unfold, and we'll try to understand what the final plan truly is. And it said that Slappy was still alive, according to Dr. Shirley. And somehow he will come back. And for some reason, there will be put an end to the wrongdoings of Gyro's adventures. Now that you have heard of this story, let's now focus on how Matt will play ToonTown Rewritten. How I will play ToonTown. This will possibly be the first time that I experience ToonTown, so I figured I would at least try to experiment it a little because I really want to see how it turns out. And my persona for ToonTown will possibly be a female cat that has the same name as me, and her personality will be easygoing, friendly, and kind to everyone around her. And she'll do her best to help revitalize ToonTown because ever since that it was in its burdened state in the past, there has been some hopes to keep it alive. And hopefully, she'll do her best to protect her family and friends from those cogs. And since she's a rookie, she'll make sure that she will be able to accomplish every goal around her. ToonTown made its official launch on June 2nd, 2003, and various ToonTown online servers were shut down over the years before the United States servers were closed on 19th of September, 10 years later, 2013. A month before the closure, Disney released a statement that the company would be shifting its focus to other online and mobile play experiences such as Club Penguin and a growing selection of mobile apps. So, the mention of Club Penguin was eventually removed from the statement via ToonTown's website, likely due to backlash by fans and burning grudges. You're probably wondering what caused the fans to burn the bridges. After 10 years of operation, ToonTown Online was shut down permanently, and subsequently every player was given membership at the remaining time of the game. So seasonal and holiday celebrations and special in-game events took place in the time remaining. Recurred paid memberships were automatically canceled. Memberships could no longer be purchased and accounts could no longer be created. And the website also updated with the closing frequently asked questions.
Time's up, Paul! Now say goodbye to everything, Paul!
The reason that ToonTown Online was closed, it was becoming unsustainable in its business model. Subscription-based downloadable role-playing game. And the creative director of Disney wanted to port the game to mobile devices, but was aiming for a working business model for self-sustaining, constantly updating mobile RPGs. And the company has hosted internal meetings discussing the future of the game, taking the popularity of mobile games and the payment options available on that platform into consideration from the next step of the ToonTown license. And a solution is yet to be agreed upon, but these internal meetings continue in 2016. So after the game's closure 7 years later, an unofficial archive of ToonTown Online was titled the ToonTown Preservation Project. It was released by ToonTown Rewritten, and the archive was hosted in ToonTown Rewritten's Notion board and features original design documents and artwork donated by the game's developers. Among promotional materials such as digital downloads, merchandise, newsletters, trading cards, and websites.
We all know that the cogs are the main enemies of ToonTown Online and ToonTown Rewritten. And they were referenced by Gyro Gearloose on a pad of paper in the DuckTales reboot. And there is a way to defeat the cogs, working together in battle, and to make sure that there will always be teamwork to make sure that the cogs are ripping out of town.
In conclusion, all we can say is that we wish Natalie the best of luck if she attempts to get ToonTown Online. And we were referring to ToonTown Rewritten. And we just really hope that she does her best. All we can do is wish her the best of luck, because she's going to try her best to experiment it.
Thanks for watching, everybody! What do you think? If you appreciate it, please be sure to super smash that like button, and also be sure to follow my social media platforms in the description below, and Team Lifelight's stand-up channels, and be sure to follow my Instagram at Pikachu and Sonic222 and my DeviantArt. Please be sure to leave a comment below and give us your open-minded thoughts, and we here at Team Lifelight Stand-Ups do not condone harassment or trolls allowed, or otherwise Red Howard from Comedy Central's The Red and Stimpy Show will hunt you down to the ends of the Shadow Realm. Please be sure to subscribe to our channels and click the notification bell. You'll never miss a video the second it goes live on YouTube and Google. Smartphone users, please be sure to press the button down there. And PC and laptop users, please be sure to click the subscribe button. Keep that in mind, and we'll see you all on the flip side. Bye-bye!